Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. It's another round of League One Predictions. We're over the international break now, so we've got 12 meaty, delicious games to bring you, starting in just a second. But if you could hit that like, that helps us out so much. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that also helps us out so much. And before I start, please make sure you play along as well and put your comments and predictions down below, because it makes it a lot more fun for myself and Thomas. And speaking of Thomas, where is he? He's abandoned me once again. Too busy, he says, too busy. So if you're a William Golder type character, you make sure you give him plenty of abuse down below. But where should we start? There's no better place to start this week in League One with the top two battling it out. That's right, it's Sunderland versus Accrington Town. So Sunderland didn't obviously play the week before, and Accrington just carry on their fine form. They had a good win against Shrewsbury to put them into joint top of the table. And doesn't that just show you exactly what Accrington Stanley are all about? Always punching above their weight. We say the same thing every week. It's the sort of game they're going to absolutely relish going up to the Stadium of Light. It's the kind of game that if Sunderland take their foot off their gas for just a second, Accrington are going to cause them problems. And their fans know that by now. They've played Accrington enough times. But I am going to be back in the Black Cats in this one. They've had a good start, and I think they'll carry that on in front of their fans. I think it's going to be tight though. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sunderland win. Burton Albion versus Gillingham. Another side that have started really well is Burton. They had a 0-0 draw on Monday night against Bolton. I thought that game would be better than it was, but it turned out to be a bit of a damp squib in the end. I think Burton did a good job holding on with 10 men though. The Gills haven't played in a while, so they'll be looking to improve on not being a great start. There's not going to be an easy place to go, and Hasselbank's got these Brewers looking good at going forward and very solid at the back. They're a tough side to beat, and I think they'll grind this one out as well. Another low-scoring affair. I'm going to go for 1-0 to Burton. Morecambe versus AFC Wimbledon. Might be one that's overlooked on the coupon, but this one is intriguing. Let's start with Morecambe before I have to reminisce about what AFC Wimbledon did at the weekend. What a victory they had over Sheffield Wednesday. Is it the greatest win in your club's history? You can put that down in the comments, Morecambe fans, but to beat Sheffield Wednesday was a superb result. I think that's the first defeat they've had this season. It may even be the first goal they've conceded, so what a result for you Shrimps fans. And you'll go into this one full of belief that you can get another win on the board, but do not back against AFC Wimbledon, or honestly don't underestimate AFC Wimbledon, as Oxford fans can tell you. For the second year in a row, they did us at their place at Plough Lane. They beat us by 3-1. They came from a goal down, just like they did last season, and to beat us 3-1. And what I said about Wimbledon did come true, is they are a side that you can't afford to take lightly, and two, they are going to they're going to battle for the whole 90 minutes, and you've got to be prepared for that battle, and you've got to be up to that test if you're going to get anything against them. Oxford weren't very, very susceptible to set pieces, which is where Wimbledon got 2 of their goals, and then a brilliant counter-attack at the end, which shows you the variety in the play that they have. I think this is a very good Wimbledon side, and I think this one is going to be a draw, actually. I'm going to go for a very entertaining game at the Globe Arena. 2-2 draw. Ipswich Town versus Bolton Wanderers. Ipswich, what is going on? Ipswich fans, let me know. Look, I know you don't want to hear this, but I know there's a lot of optimism at the start of the season that you were going to walk this league. Yeah, and let me speak for the rest of the fans of League One to say it is kind of funny to see you down the bottom of the table, not going to lie, but I don't think that's going to last. I do think Paul Cook, I'll stand firm and say that Paul Cook is still the right man. I know there might be some people panicking, but you do just need to be a little bit patient. You are a very good side, and it's only a matter of time before you start to show that. You've literally thrown victories away in impossible ways so far this season, like the 2-2 draw you had against Wimbledon. Again, which shows why Wimbledon are a good side. But you come up against a Bolton side, very, very good. They got a point on the board. I thought they would have beaten Burton, but they got a point that adds to their tally. They're doing very well as well. I'm kind of like stuck now backing Ipswich all the time. I've been backing them without any luck, and eventually I'm going to get it right. So I'm going to stick with Ipswich here. First win of the season. Ipswich 2, Bolton 1. Shrewsbury Town versus Crewe. Alexandra. Two sides struggling at the bottom of the table. Shrewsbury went down 1-0 to Accrington, so having a really bad start. Crewe aren't that much better, so both sides, very important game. You would say for both sides really, but for Shrewsbury being the home side, they're desperate to get back, get a victory on the board and start moving up the table. I'm not sure they will though. Crewe's is the sort of game where they'll throw a spanner in the works. And I'm actually going to go for the first away win I'm backing of the weekend. I'm going to go for Shrews 1. The Alex will get 2. Charlton Athletic versus Cheltenham Town. Won't be an easy game for Charlton. There'll be a lot of people putting this one down as a banker on the coupon, but it's not been a good start for them. And I'm sure that the fans at the Valley are going to be very, very restless and very, very nervy. Cheltenham are a stubborn side and on easy side to beat. And unless Charlton can go up early, I can see that crowd turning and it being a very, very tricky afternoon for Charlton. But I think they will get the job done here. I'm going to go for a Charlton win. Bit like Ipswich, I'm kind of backing them every week now until they get the job done. Charlton 3. This is never going to happen. Cheltenham 1. Rotherham United versus Fleetwood Town. Fleetwood have been terrible. Rotherham have been really pretty good. They've been standard. They had a couple of not so great results, but they've been pretty good. And at home as well, I back Rotherham to win this game, no problem. Fleetwood have got to show something more than what they've shown so far. So this one, for me, seemed probably the most cut and dry result of the weekend. And if you're going to have a punt, I would actually put down this on your ACCA. Rotherham 2, Fleetwood 0. Wigan Athletic versus Doncaster Rovers. This might be a second game from League One that you put down on your ACCAs. There's a lot of home wins happening in League One this weekend. Well, if you're following me, that's what you think anyway. And I can't see anything else other than this one as well. Wigan have started really well. If you look at the games they've played so far, they've played pretty much every single quote-unquote top side, and they've taken 10 points from 5 games. So a great start for them. They come up against a Doncaster side that have been miserable. Down the bottom of the league. They haven't given their fans anything so far. It just carries on the bad form that happened at the end of last season, and I can't see them getting anything else here. I'm sure it will turn around at some point, Donny fans, but it ain't going to turn around in this game. Another 2-0 home win. Wigan 2, Doncaster 0. The Milton Keynes Dons versus Portsmouth. Here's a game you'd think would be an entertaining one. MK Dons usually play really good football, and you'd fancy Portsmouth to give them a really good game at Stadium MK. This one could go either way. It's a really tight one, but Pompey have been pretty good so far to start the season, and I think that they will just nick this game. It will be tight, but I think that Pompey, will end up. I don't think they conceded many goals at all. From open play. They've only conceded 1, and that was in the last game. I might be way wrong on that. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win for Pompey. Cambridge United versus Lincoln City. I'm not too sure what the situation is with Lincoln, whether they've got their COVID players back, whether they've got their injuries back. I think they've got Hopper back now, which is good for them. I mean, if you're doing League One predictions, you really should look this thing up. But you know what? Tricky game away at Cambridge. They turned over Oxford, although it being in the Pizza World Championship 4-1 recently, and they're in good spirits. They haven't had a game. Just like Lincoln, they're both games. Both of these sides didn't play at last weekend. So I think it'll be a close game. And I think this one actually might be a draw, similar to how Oxford did down there at the first game of the season. I'm going to go for 1 apiece. Plymouth Argyle versus Sheffield Wednesday. Brought down to earth with a bang, Wednesday fans, when you lost to little old Morecambe. I bet nobody gave them a chance of turning you over, but turn them over you did. And welcome to life in League One, because that is what it is like. Ask any Sunderland fan or Ipswich fan about that one. But they have had a good start to the season under the traitor Darren Moore, and they will be looking to get back to winning ways, but this isn't going to be an easy match at all. I actually think this one could be a belter of a game. Wednesday going all the way down to the South Coast, to Home Park, to play the Pilgrims, to play the Green Army. We know Plymouth, good at home, have had a great start to the season. How many times do we need to mention Jeff Cott? Goal machine. So it will be a full house down there. They'll fancy their chances of rattling this Wednesday side. I do think this Wednesday side will get something out of this game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring draw. Desmond Tutu. And finally, we come to the 12th and final game, but by no means least, of course it's not, because it's some kind of pseudo-derby. It is Oxford United versus Wycombe Wanderers. Well, 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 Yellows fans. Top of the league we could have gone. Top of the league we could have gone. If only we could have held on against AFC Wimbledon. But it's been the story of how we've been away from home, isn't it? Take the lead. Don't hold on to that lead. Thank God this is a home game where we are a lot more solid and we've won 3 games out of 3 at home. So we're perfect. As perfect as you can be at the Kassam Stadium. Also, let's take into account this is a derby game. It will be a full house at the Kassam. Wycombe will bring a lot of fans, I'm sure. And let's not forget, and I'm sure you won't forget, the fact that we still owe them that very painful playoff loss that we had a couple of years ago at Wembley. And some of those Oxford players were still in the team from that as well. And I'm sure there are some Wycombe players in there too. It has been a good start for Wycombe Wanderers. They've been solid as I expected. And they're right up there in the league as well. I think they just had that 1 defeat in their last game as well. But they've looked really good. But the likes of Elliot Moore, of course, don't duck out of any headers. Henry, Taylor, Brannigan, Goran, they all experienced pain on that day, so they'll be looking for a bit of revenge. And also I don't think it's probably a little bit too early for Sam Long to come back into the side, but defending set pieces is the big worry for Oxford United, and also having to, well, not only we do create chances, but sticking them away is the big problem at the other end. But this susceptibility from set pieces is something that I'm sure Gareth Ainsworth is going to be targeting, and I'm sure they're going to be going for it for every single long throw-in, ball into the box that they can get. But Oxford have been better at home than they have been away. I haven't seen as many defensive errors in that regard. And I do think that is an area where we do miss Sam Long, but I would like the likes of Elliot Moore to step up more and be a bit more of a commander. He's been captain now for over a year. He should be kind of organising that defence a lot more. And Thornley's, he's new to the side, but he's an experienced League One defender. They should be doing much better. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before things do improve in that regard. Going forward, we said the same things. How many chances do we create? How many chances do we miss? Nathan Holland, clean through, doesn't take a chance. Matty Taylor, clear header, free header about 10 yards out, puts it wide. Brannigan, volley, about penalty spot, puts it wide. And it comes back to haunt us. Thankfully, the likes of Henry are in good form, and if we can carry on that good form, I am confident Oxford can win this game at the weekend, if I can't show any weakness. But just like with Wimbledon, this Wycombe side is going to be a test, and they are going to challenge Oxford for the whole 90 minutes in a variety of different areas. Vokes up front is having a new lease of life in a Wycombe shirt. Pendlebury as well looks like an extremely exciting young player. A couple of crackers he scored a couple of weeks ago. So there's players we've definitely got to be worried about in this Wycombe side, and certainly not a side we can take lightly. It's going to be tight. But I think Oxford will edge it. Let's go for a 2-1 OUFC win. And that'll do it for another round of League One predictions. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. That helps us out so much on YouTube. And if you generally like the content on the channel, please think about subscribing and hit the notify bell so you don't miss out on any of the other videos that we do. Also, go and check out Grandstand Betters. They're a superb tipster website. Their YouTube channel is exploding week by week. If you like sports, you like gambling on sports and winning money, Grandstand Betters is the place to be. So the details are down below and on the screen, so go check those guys out. But there's not much more for me to do. Just thanks as always for watching the video. Myself and Thomas do appreciate it. I'll be doing a review video of the Oxford Wycombe game, and I think the week after that myself and Thomas will be doing a live stream of the Oxford game. I think they're away to Ipswich, maybe? I'll have to look that one up. But whoever they're playing, we'll be doing a live stream of that one. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.